Once again, it's good to have you back on in-house, sir. How are you doing, sir?
Very well, Mike.
All right. Earlier on, we spoke with you and we heard everything you have to say concerning the club. And going forward, we said we will need to talk to you on the state of the Nigerian economy today. 2024 started in a very harsh note when it comes to the economy. What do you really have to say about the experiences so far and when it comes to Nigeria generally in the year 2024?
Thank you, Mike, for this opportunity. I'm an environmental person. I work in the oil and gas for 20 years. I know the in and out of oil and gas. And when you talk about economy, I think we can say everybody should be an economist these days. According to the president of the African Development Bank recently, I think it was last week he made that statement. He said, I don't envy Mr. President. I don't want to wear that shoe right now. Yes, it's correct. Dr. Adesina is a brilliant economist. A man that cares so much about agriculture, how to create wealth. And I'm glad that such person has served as one of our best ministers during the Goodluck Jonathan administration. The president inherited a bad ground zero economy. Just like everybody says, as they say, come on, go ahead and start working, don't complain. But I believe we have to look at the past before we can chart a good economic future. The past administration economic policy was not good for this country. Therefore, what Mr. President is trying to do is an individual. When he was governor, I know him one-on-one. We had meeting one-on-one. And I know if he sees me today, nobody needs to tell him this is a meeting. We are that close. And I know one day we'll see. Where do I want to start? Do I want to start about the near zero result that inherited? Corruptions, printing of naira notes to the tune of trillions, or selling of forest, the little forest we have, or do I want to talk about oil theft, which is depleting our foreign earning? Because oil and gas is part of our earnings. Then maybe about 30% of that are frittered away. And when you look at the trend now, because at that time we are producing about maybe 1.3, 1.4, even sometimes less than a million barrels per day. But as I speak, I believe we are going towards 1.7, 1.6, which means increase in the revenue, in the foreign exchange earning. And secondly, it means reduction of oil theft. And our military security needs to do more in that area, because we cannot afford this syndicate, mafia, called oil bunker and oil thief. We cannot tolerate that. No country can tolerate that. The president should also focus more on LNG parts. And I think our revenue, our income has increased since it came on the LNG side. I think we need to encourage and look more into IOCs, international oil companies. It needs to look that among the OPTS members, which is Oil Producers Trade Section, Mr. President needs to call them. New sheriff is in town with new ideas and new hope. And I believe Mr. President has met some of the chief executives since he came. We need to do more. Not a jamboree, one-on-one. We want to deal with them one-on-one by taking their files. When you are meeting their chief executive, we want to talk to them from the point of knowledge. From the point of knowledge that we know what they are doing. Mr. President should also look into two areas in that. The workforce. How many Nigerians are working in the OPTS, Oil Producers Trade Sections? How many Nigerians that are fully employed, not contract staff? Because most of these jobs, they are outsourced to foreign companies. Some of them are outsourced to companies in Nigeria, who hires Nigerians as contracts. I spent 28, almost 29 years, 30 years, if I count the consultancies I did. I spent about 35 years in the oil and gas, in the upstream. A lot of things that one cannot be proud of are going on. Mr. President should look into that. The Minister of Internal Affairs should look at the employment. Who among Nigerians are fully employed? Which position are fully Nigerians? Not a question of MD. Nigeria has MD. No, even Nigeria MD killed most of these companies. There are some strategic positions in the oil and gas that our Nigerians should be in charge. Engineering and construction. Very, very key. Logistics, very, very key. That is that. We are able to get our arms around this administration, able to get its arms around that area of oil and gas sector to increase our income, to increase the employment and employable Nigerians in that sector. We are doing well. We need to look at the immigration side of the oil and gas. The custom official that stays by the meter. By the meter that is for export meter. That's what I'm talking about. On the FPSO or in the terminal. It needs to be changed. Let's change them around. Nobody should stay there more than 1 year. The same thing immigration. That will post to the terminal, to the oil terminal of these IOCs. Scrubbers, focados, brass. Government needs to look into that.